Hey guys, it's Cindy and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm giving you guys my 10 tips on how to survive finals. So before we get into the video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. So first off, I'm a little congested, so just that's that. Yeah, I'm gonna be stumbling on my words a lot because I just can't speak, but I got my coffee here to kind of help soothe my throat. I know you're supposed to drink tea to help soothe your throat, but I don't like tea, I like coffee. And it's hot, so it feels good. Cheers. Alright, so I have my 10 tips written down in my handy dandy notebook. These are just 10 tips that I have discovered helped me get through finals over my collegiate career and whatnot. So yeah, starting off with number 1. And this is the one that I use and abuse the most, and it's don't wait until the last minute. And it's all like, I mean, it just sounds, you hear that and you're like, nah, like come on, like I got this, like procrastination, that's my middle name. But no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, because it sucks. And if you wait until the last minute in all of your classes, you know, you're taking a full schedule and then you just have all of these projects and exams and essays that you all have to do within 1 week, when really you could have done out of the course of 4 weeks leading up to finals week. And it sucks, it's not smart. I've done it before, and that's why I've written it down, because I'm telling you out of experience, don't wait until the last minute. Tip number 2 is take a day to just relax. So finals week, the week leading up to finals, they're both very, very stressful. You feel like you have to get something done every single day, or else you're wasting like time. But just take one day, you know, take a couple hours, just relax, dedicate some time to you. You know, in between all my finals and everything, I just took one day out of the week to just put a face mask on, watch a movie, relax, go to bed early, because I have been pulling all-nighters a lot. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen on my story that I stayed up for over 24 hours multiple times in 1 week. It's not smart. It's not smart. But I mean, for example, today after I film this video, I'm going to go get a facial with my mom because I need some relaxing me time with my mama. And then tomorrow I have an exam at 7:30 in the morning. Yay, finals, but I'll be relaxed because I'm taking the time to treat myself to a facial. Maybe a chemical peel. Who knows? Tip number 3, handwrite your notes. There's literally studies that prove that when you write notes versus typing notes, they get ingrained into your memory a little better, and I've actually really noticed that. So when I'm studying, I'll handwrite out like cheat sheets, I'll just handwrite out notes, equations, definitions, whatever it is. I'll utilize handwritten techniques of studying more than typing and all of that because, well, for me personally, I've noticed that I remember my material a little better. So try it out, see if it's a technique that could work for you. Tip number 4, study in sections, not like don't cram. This is also another like kind of thing that has been proven by science, that when you cram your brain, you just don't really get that long-term memory in there, you know, it's all just short-term, which really won't help you on exams and everything, especially if it's a core class that's important for your major. You want that long-term memory, you know? So study in sections. You know, what I do is I write out in my planner, all right, tonight I'm gonna study chapters blah 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 for this class, and then the next night I'll study chapters blah 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 for the same class. So I'm chopping it all up into different sections, and then the last night before my exam I'll go over everything that I've already studied just to refresh, you know? So you're putting it into sections, not putting it all in one night, so then you retain the information a little better. Tip number 5, Exercise. This sounds also very cliche, but exercising is really good for you. It's a good natural stress reliever. You know, it releases chemicals in your brain. It just gets your body moving, gets your blood flowing. Even if you have no time in your week, like for example, me, I have not had any time, but I made time one morning to go to a yoga class, just get some exercise in, get my body moving a little more, because when you're studying, you're just sitting so stationary in a chair, you're not moving. You need that blood flow, you know. It's very, very good for you. So at least just dedicate 1 hour out of the week to just a little bit of exercise, and it'll really help your brain flow and just everything. I need coffee. Tip number 6 is sleep. Now I know I just said that I have not had a lot of sleep, and trust me, I am taking the toll for that. So from experience, which a lot of these things are from experience, sleep, okay? Just sleep. You need your sleep. It's another one of those scientifically proven things that you need that. You need sleep. Alright? Tip number 7. Leave your phone in your backpack while you're studying. So I don't know about you, but whenever I study, I have like all of my supplies like laid out on a table wherever I am, in the library, in my room, whatever. So I have all my supplies laid out, and usually I'll have my phone right next to my laptop where I'm like doo-doo-doo, going at it, you know? And I find it is not productive at all. You know, I'm one of those people with a natural tendency to like check my phone like all the time. It's a habit. And so I found one night when I went to the library, I accidentally left my phone in my apartment, went all the way to the library on campus, and I got so much work done, like so much. I mean, I'm not saying leave your phone at your apartment, you know, you don't have to do that, but next time I went to the library, I just, instead of keeping my phone on the table and or leaving it at my apartment, because that could be dangerous, like walking back from the library really late at night, not the best idea. So I left it in my backpack, and I still got a pretty good amount of work done. Not as much as when I left it at my apartment, but still also a really good tip that I discovered. Tip number 8 is schedule out all of your studying or your homework, due dates, whatever, so you don't have to do it all in one day. It kind of goes back to my tip of not cramming. So again, I always write out in my planner to-dos for each day or like night of when I know I'm going to go to the library, or when I know I'm going to dedicate a day or night to studying. I'll write out a to-do list, like a list of goals for that night, and then I'll have a different list for the next night, so I chop it all up so I'm not just doing it all at once. It gets a little bit out of the way every single time. It just seems more productive, you know? And then you don't have to stress out trying to get 20 things done in one day when you split it up by doing 10 the day before and then 10 the day of. It's great. It's a great method. Tip number 9 is utilize study groups. So some classes in college, you know, there might be that really ballsy person who ends up saving your life, who is like, hi, like I'd like to create a study group for this class. That happened in one of my classes, and so I was like, all right, I see you, dude. I see you. I'm all for it. So we all switched numbers. We made a study group of our own. Some classes have like their TAs create the study group, so it's kind of like a built-in thing, whereas the one I'm talking about, like it was just all of us students getting together and creating a study group. So definitely utilize that. Every single time I've done that, I have done great in the class. You know, we just help each other out on projects and everything. And especially if you don't have friends in the class already, it's really nice to meet people in the class. You can struggle together and like end up succeeding together. It's a beautiful thing. It's great. And lastly, tip number 10 is meet with your professor if you're lost, confused, have questions, anything. Meet with them. They will be more than willing to help you out, even if they don't really know who you are, like if it's a really big class, but they'll see that like you came in for help for finals, you know. It may, you know, give you a little brownie points, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you're lost or confused, always ask your professor for help. I feel like there's just this stigma that college professors like don't really help you, and like that's so wrong. That's so wrong on so many levels. Like this year I had a project that I was so lost on, like literally had like I was like, I think I'm doing this right, but I know I'm doing this section completely wrong. Please help me. And my professor, she helped me out. She's like, you should take it in this step instead of this step, and you should do that and that and this and that, and you will do great. And I was like, ah. So always ask your professors for help. Email them if you can't make it to their office hours. Ask them if you can make a time of your own to meet up and get help. Get help, get help, get help. So those are my 10 tips on how to survive finals. I hope you guys found them helpful. I know that over the course of a few years, a lot of semesters of me taking finals, following these little tips of mine have helped me get through it. So I hope it gets you guys through it. I really wanted to post this video this week during Vlogmas because I know that for me, for my school, it's finals week right now, and then I know a lot of other schools finals week maybe next week, and maybe even the week after. Who knows? Schools, they have all different schedules going on, but yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And as I mentioned before, this month is Vlogmas, so I am posting videos on Mondays and Thursdays. So subscribe, stay tuned, stick around for more Christmassy related videos this month. So excited. Alright, I love you. Bye guys.